Sure, sure.
So, friends, yesterday we learned how to pass data from parent component to child component through LMS. Today it is also LMS, but it is a advanced. Yesterday we learned basic. Today we'll learn advanced level. So today we'll create a, in this is a screenshot that I will cover today. So in the first screen, there are two components, parent component, child component. In the parent component, there are two input fields, contact ID and email. And the child component, there is a tables. The scenario is whenever we'll pass the record ID of contact. This is a record ID of contact. So whenever pass the record ID of contact, the respected contact detail will display below the table. Below the table, that means it is a child component. So whenever pass the record ID of the contact, it will display the detail of the contact here. So first task is, first of all, we pass the record ID and display the data. Second task is, whenever I want to update the email, let's suppose here I have created another one input field. So for learning purpose, I have created only one input field that is emails. So when I fetch the data based on this account ID of contact, after that, if I want to update the email through the LMS, so once I put the email ID, when click on the button, so first it will fetch the data, then it will update automatically the email, and it will display updated email. So how to cover? So first let me explain the what does work Lightning MSS, Lightning Message Service. In the Salesforce Lightning Message Service, that is a LMS, we normally use to communicate between unrelated component, not directly parent to child. If component not connected each other, so that we can pass the data through the LMS. Lightning Messaging Service allow communication between LWC, Aura, and Visualforce component using the message channel with publish and subscribe mechanism, because there are two type of the variable apply, publish and subscriber. Publish, that means where you want to send the data, subscriber where you want to receive the data. So publish always used for the parent component, subscriber used for the child component, but it is not a parent to child. If you want to if you want to send vice versa, so you need to update the publish. Logic is, whenever if you want to publish the data, that means if you want to send the data, where apply publish. If you want to receive the data, you need to use subscriber. This is a process. So similarly, here you can find the small example. This is a parent component. So if you pass the data from parent to child, first you need to import publish and message context. Both are the variables, and this is a module message service, and this is a folder name. This is a file name of the component. This is a message service. Similarly, child component, in the child component, here I'm passing subscribe. That means here I am receiving the data, and rest of the things are same. So now today objective, it is a very important. Today objective is what will be covered by today. Today will cover Lightning Message Service to pass contact ID from parent to child and display contact detail in the Salesforce. We already discussed in the screenshot. So here we will cover when we pass the contact ID from the parent component and respective contact detail we display into the child component. This is the first task. Second task I will cover in real project scenario, when a record is updated in the one component, that means parent component. I will use LMS to notify other component and refresh data using refresh apex without reloading the page. So here will be display the updated record value using the refresh apex, so that if I updated the input value, it will update, and updated value will display in the LWC component without refreshing LWC. So here I will use a refresh apex to get the data updated value. So mainly we are covering both of the scenario in today class. So Vivek, you got the scenario for today?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So now let me go to my Visual Studio Code to achieve the scenario. So this is my Visual Studio Code. If you open Salesforce, let me open my custom app, master class app. So in the previous lesson, we cover there is only one input fields. When put something message in the input field and click on the send message, the this is a parent component. Parent component message display inside the child component here. So this is a basic. But today I will pass. Let's suppose this is a contact, and let me open one of the contact record. Let's suppose open this one, first one. So first of all, this is a contact ID. So here first we will copy, and here I will pass the contact ID. Once click on the button, the contact detail will display on the bottom. And after that, we'll create another one input field. If put any of the value of the input field and click the button, we'll update the same record through the LMS. So this is a really lab demo scenario that is working in Office. It is a advanced level of LMS. So first of all, we'll work on the parent component. Let me close all of the files. So got the scenario, Vivek?
Yes, sir.
Okay, close this.
Yes.
So according to screenshot, let me create a contact ID and send and update button so that it first it will send and then it will automatically update.
Understood.
But this is my previous sessions component. I am using same component here. So instead of the message, I will use contact ID. Message will this is a name, contact ID, handle change. Okay, and this is a message. Here I will use send and update. First I will send, then I will update the record. Similarly, send and update. This is a action. So you can use same action, not an issue. Send and update. This is send message action. I will use same action. Now save, reply to code. This is a contact ID. This is a send update button. Update U is capital. So this is a greet. This is a this is a wrong. SLDS text text. And here we use div because format not good. You can see button, there is no space left side of the button. Class SLDS P around medium. This div will close here inside the lightning card. Deploy the code. refresh. Yeah, you can create another one five field as well as per design. Copy and paste. This is email, name email, handle change will same. So I will get the current value through this function. There is no space. How to give a space? Use SLDS, P horizontal, small.
Sir, how do you get to know whether we should be using padding or margin?
Yeah, okay. SLDS P, that means it is a padding. Right now here I'm using SLDS M. Look, one minute.
Yes.
SLDS M, bottom, medium. That means SLDS it is a common. M it is a margin. Here P represent as a padding. That means it will give space inside the container. And M it is a margin. That means it will give a space outside the container. Bottom, that means it will give a space bottom of the container. This is a margin, this is a padding. Medium, there are three type of the space: small, medium, large. If you putting a small, that is, it will give a space small. If you put a medium, that it will space little bit more. And if you put large, that it will give a space little bit more. So it is this is a structure. Similarly, copy, I want to give both of the input field space and margin. This is a padding and margin. Now let's save and record the reply to code. Reply successfully. Okay, now looking good. Okay, so first task completed, how to create a component. Second task, once click on the button, first I will send the contact ID. Once send the contact ID, the related contact detail will display here. That means if you're sending the contact ID, respective contact ID, based on the contact ID, I will display the detail here. So how to achieve? First of all, go to parent component, JavaScript, and this is a publish because this is a parent component. Publish, that means here I want to send the data. So this is a publish and this is a message channel. This is coming from message channel here. Yesterday already discussed. Message channel always created on the root. So let's, this is a class here in the here at the bottom you can check this one message channel. This is no inside the LWC component. It is a outside. This is a folder name and this is a file name. File always there is, if you copy this file name, let's suppose for let's understanding purpose, let's suppose here. This is a file name. So this is a file name dot after dot represent as a folder name. That is a meta exponent is a common. So this is a file name. So if you putting the file, if you importing the file in the JavaScript, remove the after dot and use this and underscore C. That means it is a component of the message channel. So this is a publish, that means I want to pass the data. So these are same. It will here I will use two input field because here created contact ID and email. So according to component, I will change here. So here I will change contact ID, this one, and second one is email. There are two type variable. One by one, I will store the value. So first of all, use let. This is a variable. This is a contact ID equal to no. You can use input name event dot value event dot target dot name copy for the value input value event dot target dot value. Then use condition if this input name double equal to this input name double equal to first of all checking contact ID this name. Then we'll store value inside this variable equal to value coming from here. Otherwise, similarly copy and paste here. Else, this time I will get the value of email. Then this time store the value inside this variable email. Rest of the things same. So this is a handle change. Handle change used for the get the current input value and store the value into this variable. Now second part is this is a send message action. So once click on the button, I will pass the data. Pass and update both action will happen here. So how to pass and how to get. So how to update the data? First, let me create a method of Apex class so that we can update the record. So this is a training controller, and this training LWC controller using for the training purpose. In the previous lesson, we created for that. So in the previous session, we already covered how to search between two date input field in LWC. So here I will create another one below this method. This method starting here India. So here I will create another one method for LW LMS. For remember, this is I commented for remember person. So this method using for the LMS. So first I will create, there are two methods we need to create. First we need to fetch the data. Second we need to update the data. So first if you using a fetch the data. So similarly Aura enable. Fetchable equal to true. Public static contact get contact data. So here use ID, cone ID. So based on this cone ID, I will retrieve data and display. So similarly, use try and catch and remove this. Catch will same contact cone obj equal to select ID, first name, last name, email, phone, from, contact, where, ID equal to this ID. And return this one. So based on this ID will pass from component variable. So based on this ID, I will retrieve the data and display on the component. So first I will retrieve data. How to update? Second, we need to create another one method for the update record. This method only for fetch the data. Second, I will create another one for the update contact data. Update contact data. And here in this component, I am using two input field, account ID and email. So ID will same and string email. So here this is a first name, last name, email, phone, contact, where account ID. After that, here we use void, not returning, because here I am updating. And select ID, first name, last name, email, phone, from, contact, where ID, color, this account ID. And I want to update account.email equal to this variable, then update this cone object. Okay, so Vivek, got it the function? Here
Yes, sir.
I created two method. First method for the retrieve the data. So based on the account ID, I am retrieving and returning that. And second
Yes, sir.
method I will use for the update the record. So let's click on the button. First I will retrieve, and here I am using only one variable because in the component I am using only one, that is email. So as per our requirement, if you increase the input field, you can increase the value of the parameter. So for the learning purpose here, I am using only one. So my objective is create the concept. So this is a for fetch the record of the contact. This is a update the record of the contact. So this is a account ID. Based on the account ID, this is a field name. This is a variable that I am updating. This is update. So one by one,
Sir,
first of all, let me save and deploy to code.
sir, I don't think we should be having cacheable equals to true.
Okay, 1 minute. Actually, it is a best practice. If you creating a method, try and catch block you need to use so that we can identify if any kind of error occur.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, for the update contact data, is cacheable equals to true required?
Catchable equal to true. It is not required if you are updating the required. It is not
Yes, sir.
required
Understood.
because when click on the byte, it will work as a imperative. It will work as a because here will retrieve the data. Okay.
Got it.
Now save and deploy to code. My
While
Apex class method deploy successfully.
update
Now let me
contact
go
data.
back on component
देखते हैं
This is a parent. This is JavaScript. So
वहाँ पे मेरे पास डेटा आ
first
गया
of all,
फिर वहाँ पे
let
सर्च
me
करता
call
हूँ
this update method. This is a method I created update contact data. So first we need to import this method here. Import name of the method from Salesforce Apex, name of the controller. This is the name of the controller. This is a process to calling method inside the JavaScript. Dot method name. Okay. So first I import the method. This method, and this is a send action. Send action, that means this is a button. This is a button action. Send message action. So this is a payload. Here I am creating a object and passing one by one. So this is a previous created object. So I will update based on this input field value. So this is a contact. So the contact, and this is a value that is storing contact ID. So contact input field storing in this variable. So I will pass here. Similarly, create for email. This is a email. Comma email, and value will get from here, because in this handle change function I am storing the value inside this variable. So this variable I am passing here. Okay. After that, leave as it is to check the value. And after that, here I am importing update contact data. So this is call here, and inside this is a method name. Inside the method name, there are two type of the parameter apply. Account ID, this is update. Account ID and string email. So first I will call, this is a parameter account ID. Colon, account ID will get the value from this one. Because this one, here I will pass the account ID. So pass this dot account ID. Similarly, another one parameter is email. So email colon, email will get the value from here. So first I call the method and parameter. After that we'll use then result arrow function and catch. Error arrow function, and to store the error we can create another one variable error. This dot error equal to this one error dot body dot message. It will return the error and store inside this variable. So you can use the console.log to check the error message. If any kind of error occur, we will be check here. Custom error. This is dot error. And then function. So Then here inside this then function will pass this publish message here. So publish coming from this one, publish, and this is a adapter from here. And this is a send message, that is a importing the file of the component. This is a message channel. So this is a send message coming from here, and this is a payload. Payload, that means here I am sending the data. So I am sending data, contact ID and email inside the object. This is the object, and inside the object I am passing data, contact ID and email. So this object I am passing as a data. This one. Now save and deploy to code. So I'm thinking, once update the record, I want to display as a toast message. Your record has been updated. So if you want to display toast message, so you need to import the module, import show toast event from lightning platform show toast event. So once update the record, it will display toast message. So first I will update, and here I will display toast message. Now create a constant variable equal to new show toast event. This is your object, and here we pass three type of the value like title, message, and variant. So title will display success, and message will display record, updated successfully, and variant will display green like success. And after this object, I will use this not dispatch event, and here we'll pass this variable. So component save and deploy to code. Yeah. So my component deploy successfully. Well, let me refresh any kind of error occur or not. Let me check the data, because here I am using console.log. This is a payload that I am that here I am sending data from parent to child. So this is a object that I am sending, and this is a console. So now let me check the data. Now let me first refresh. Why not displaying updated value? Master type. In the parent component, I created two input fields, contact ID and email. So why not display? Why display previous one? Let me save. Let me deploy once again. Okay, now let's refresh. Send an update. Contact. Why not this? Contact ID. This is a input field I created. Let's suppose label I am changing 111. It's updated or not. Yeah, it is a display. So deploy. Now open inspect. I want to check the value that I am passing. Console. Clear all of the console first. Let me open one of the record ID. This is a contact. This is a ID. Now go and here and let's pass vijay@test.com. This is a console. Click. Okay. So my message also displaying good, but it will not display because uh, this is a contact ID and this is a email. So I get the value and display. That means this is a object. This object I am passing to the child component. So my uh, toast message also working, but in the child component data not visible because now the time is working for the child component. So Vivek, you got the concept.
Yes, sir. Sir,
Okay,
we
good.
can check I mean, yeah, you're right.
Okay,
Record is updated or not.
okay. Yes. So actually, first of all, I'm working on the parent component, still not sending the data. So this is a publish. Now go to the child component. Okay. Similarly, if you want to receive the data that I passing from parent component, so in the parent component I passing data. So here I'm using publish. That means you want to send the data and subscribe in the child component. You are using subscribe. That means I want to receive the data. So this component will receive. So here in the child component, here I am using connected callback. Inside the connected callback, I am calling this function. So first of all, we need to use wire decorator so that this module automatically fetch. So wire actually use whenever this component load on the browser, and here you can use message content. So this variable here I'm passing inside the wire decorator. So this module automatically retrieve, and this is a adapter of the wire decorator. So this is a subscriber. So first of all, we need to get the data. So in the Apex class controller, here I created a get contact. Get contact. So first of all, based on this contact ID, we will retrieve the data. So this ID I will get from the parent component. So first, this is a get contact data copy. This is child component. We need to import the method from. This is a method from simply @Salesforce. Name of the component, name of the controller, Apex. Before name of the controller, use Apex. Controller dot method name. This is a name of the method. So first I import the method name so that I can retrieve data based on the account ID, based on the contact ID. So this is subscribe message, and here I will use this one method name, and this is a method name that I am importing, and inside the method name I am passing one parameter. This one con ID. Con ID means I am sending the variable. So here use con ID. No. How to get con ID? Con ID that means that I am passing data from parent component, and parent component data passing as a object. This one payload. So I will payload, that means payload, it is a object, and this object there are two keyword, contact ID and email. So I will get the value from this keyword. So how to get? This is a subscriber coming from here. Then this is a adopter. This is a send data. That means a file name, message channel file name, and this is a message. So here can use payload. We can use same. This is a parent JavaScript. This data I am passing. Use payload similar, and this payload exists to type of the key, ID and email, contact ID and email. So here, first of all, I need to retrieve list of the record, retrieve list of the contact data based on the account, based on the ID. So how to retrieve? Comment this one. Receive message. This is my previous one. Delete one. See one also delete one. So receive data payload. This is an arrow function. Here I will use this method, get contact method inside the arrow function, and here use parameter. What's parameter? This one, con ID, colon, value will pass contact ID, contact ID. So how will get the contact ID that I am getting from the parent? This is a payload. So we can use payload dot this one. Someone want to admit. Let me check. Santosh want to admit.
Yeah, hi sir.
Hi Santosh,
Yeah,
welcome
sir.
back. So this is a contact con ID. This is a payload. And payload, I want to get the contact ID. So how to get contact ID? Contact ID in the payload. You can see This is a payload object. Inside the payload, this is a contact ID. So I will get contact ID from the parent component because this payload I am passing here. So this object name dot keyword. So object name dot keyword. This one. So this is a cone ID. Cone ID coming from as a parameter, and this is a value. After that, this is a arrow function, and after that use then and result. Then catch error. Okay, and inside the then function, I will store the data. So first of all, this is my previous variable not required. Here I will use at the rate track contact. Let's suppose I'm using contact data. So it should display error because if you using a track, first of all you need to add here. This is a decorator variable, comma, then it will go on. So this is a track. I also use error to store the error. So this is a contact data. Here I will use this dot contact data equal to, here I will store the result, and here in the catch we will store the error. Equal to error dot body of the message. Okay, so I store the value. First of all, I retrieve the data through this method and store the value inside this track variable. And here I will also use Apex, refresh Apex. So once update the record, I will automatically refresh, not required refresh the manually. I will refresh automatically through the refresh Apex and display the updated value. So if you want to refresh data automatically, here is a module. First we need to import here. Import refresh Apex. From Salesforce Apex. This is a module. If you want to refresh the component automatically, you need to first import refresh Apex call. Here I will call. So what I will refresh, because here I am storing data inside this variable. So I will use if this variable has data, then refresh Apex. So this is a function actually. This is a function. This one, and this is a function. Inside this function pass this data because this variable store the result. So this variable I want to refresh. So once get the update value, it will automatically refresh and display the updated value in the component. Now save and deploy to code. Yeah. So my component deploy successfully. So Vivek, you got the function. How does it work?
Yes, sir.
Okay, got. So my Apex Class controller, in the Apex Class controller, I created two methods. First for the retrieve the data, second for the update the data. Both are the calling and deploy the code. So now, now the part is one part are left. So child component JavaScript completed. Now I store the data inside this variable. So I want to display this data below this title here. So first I will create a table. Inside the table I will display the data. So let's suppose I am passing data account ID this. So this account detail will display here. Okay. So I am storing the data inside this track variable. So now I will call this variable into this component. So remove this because this is my previous session's title. Let me create a bold so that it will display look like bold. Below this title, first I will create a table. SLDS table, SLDS table border, SLDS table call border, then use table of head, support first name, last name, email, and phone. So this is a table of head. Now I want to display value as dynamically. So how to display value dynamically? Use template, and check condition. Storing data inside this variable, this track variable. So if this track variable has data, if true, then use create a tr and td curly bracket, and this is a data dot
So we are just having contact ID and phone.
yes, first name, last name, email, phone. Okay. So first name, this is a name of the field. This is object. This is a variable. Now copy first name, last name, email, and phone. Now save and deploy to code. Okay. So Vivek, you got the function?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good. Santosh, you got the function?
Yes, sir. Displaying the data.
Yeah, okay.
Using
So
LMS.
now all of the component completed. This is a parent component. In the parent component, I created two input field. In the parent component, create two input. So today's scenario, advanced level. This is a practical scenario. So today we are covering it when I passing the contact ID. So based on this contact ID, I will display the contact detail inside the child component. And after if I putting some value of email, so this account ID of email will automatically update through the LMS. If you want to multiple value update, so create in multiple fields. So for the learning purpose, here I am using only one input field, but concept will same. Okay, so now let me refresh. Let me refresh two times. So first, let's check. This is my contact. I open one of the contact. So this is a contact. I will pass this contact. That means this contact detail will display here. And the existing email ID is vijaya@test.com. Okay. This contact email existing is vijay@test.com. So I will update from component. Let's suppose here, here I am putting, let's suppose I am putting underscore 2. Okay. So before it is a Vijay, this account ID, this contact ID. Now I am putting Vijay 2. And this is a account, this is a contact ID that I am passing. So that this Mohan 3 Mohan 3 is a first name, this is a last name, and this is a email ID. So all of the fields display here. First name, last name, email, phone. So now let's click on the button. Yes, you can see record updated. Actually, my record also updated successfully, and you can see my data automatically refresh and populated in the component. If you checking uh, Salesforce refresh, this email will automatically update. You can see Vijay 2. If you check another one record, let's see this one, Shyam 55. This is Shyam test. Now let me open this. Let me copy this record ID of another one record of contact. Now this time I am passing another one contact record, and you can see this time Shyam@test.com existing record email. Now I want to fetch this contact detail into the component and also want to update the email ID through LMS. So now this is a copy. This is a Shyam existing email ID. This one. Now let's update the Ram_11. Give me some unique name so that I can identify easily. So now time to click on the button. So this email ID will automatically update, and this it will here will display automatically because here I'm using refresh effects. Now let me click. Yeah, record updated successfully on the based on this contact account ID. This is based on the contact ID here display. This is a RAM. This is updated email ID. If you check the detail of the contact, it will automatically update. Go and see. So Vivek and Santosh. Now let me quick review the code. Okay.
Sure, sir.
Got the function. All functions are working good, right?
Right, sir.
Hello,
Yes,
Santosh.
sir.
Got the function.
Yes, sir.
So today now Santosh coming late. So let me first explain the scenario. Scenario
Yes.
is previous session we pass only normal
Sir, one.
basic of the
Sir,
LMS lighting message service. So here we are going advanced level. Here I am passing, if I am passing the contact record ID, based on this contact ID, I am displaying the detail of the contact of the child component. And here also using emails. So for learning purpose, here I am using only one input field, but process will same, concept will same. If you want to put another one input value, process will same.
hmm.
So once click on the button, first I will display the related list of the contact based on this account ID, and this account ID I want to update through the LMS. So here I want to update email ID. Once click on the button, the existing record, this existing record will automatically update the email ID. So you already check the scenario, and here we covered two type of the scenarios. This is a practical scenario. First, we covered Lightning Message Service to pass data from child, pass data from. Here we use Lightning Message Service to pass contact ID from parent component to child component and display contact detail in Salesforce. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
here I'm passing the contact ID and display the detail of the contact into the component here. Second task I completed in the real project scenario when a record is updated on the one component. One component means parent component. I use LMS to notify other component and refresh data using refresh apex. Here I am using refresh apex to update and display the updated value into the component without reload the page. Here we can already check without reload the page. Based on the apex refresh apex, I am displaying the current value. So both of the scenario I covered by today. So now let me quick review the code.
Hmm. Yes, understood. So
Yeah,
from
so
LMS, you have passed the contact ID and displaying the. I mean, we have designed the component to for child component to display the data.
yes. So based on this contact, let's suppose randomly you can select any of the, let's suppose this one,
Hmm.
H222.
Okay.
Let's
So
suppose
if
this is
you,
a contact. I am using this this
if
contact
you,
record.
yeah, if we pass this and we can send the.
Yeah. This is a contact ID, and here I am update. First of all, it will retrieve list of the. First of all, it will retrieve contact detail through this account ID,
Okay.
and you can check. This is the existing email ID. I want to update this email ID through the LMS.
Okay.
Like from here, this is the existing. Now let me check. Now create the email ID. Now let me edit it. This is
Okay.
the existing. This is a newly. Now once click on the button, this data will change. Yeah, you can see H222. This data coming from the contact record based on this ID, and this is the updated email. You could check, refresh the record. Email ID automatically updated. Yes. So that means
Yes.
so first of all, let me quick review.
So here we are sending the data and updating the data. For display
Yes,
purpose, we
yes,
are
yes,
sending the data to child component and updating the data in the record also.
yes. Or
Yeah.
don't reload the page; it will automatically replace and display.
Yeah. Sure. Got it.
Hmm.
So
So,
1 minute, I
so,
will be back. 1 minute.
so this is the parent component. Today I added two input field. Both of input field I passing a function handle change to get the current input value. And this is a button send message action. So once click on the button, I am passing both of the value into the child component. So if you check on the JavaScript. First of all, this is a publish and this is a message context. This is a module. So publish, that means I want to pass the data. And if you child component check, here I'm using a subscribe. Subscribe, that means it's receive the data. See the parent component, I'm updating a record. So this is a update method. First I import the method. Then this is show toast event, because here after update the record, I want to display the message, toast message. So this is a module. And first I use a wire decorator to import the module, this one. And this is a adapter. This is a handle change. One by one, I am getting the value and storing into this variable so that I will pass the value. So this is a handle change action. This handle change action calling both of the input field. Main part is this. This is a send message action. This is a send action. This is a button to call. When click of the button, this function created. So this is a payload. Payload, it is a object. And here I am passing the value. This is a key. This is a key as a contact ID. A value pass as a contact ID. This is a email. Value pass the email value. Then this is a update contact. Update contact. This is a method. This one. Inside the method, there are two type of the parameter apply. You can check. Update contact detail. This is a contact ID and email ID. This one. So one by one, I am passing the parameter and passing the value. This is a value. This is a parameter. Then apply then and result. This is a publish that I want to pass the data. So if you using a publish, there are three type of the parameter apply inside this publish. This is a adapter coming from here. This is a send message coming from the first of all import the message channel. This is coming from here, and this is a part that I am sending data. So this is an object that I created, and inside the object I passing the both of the value, contact ID and email. And after update the record, here I am displaying the toast message.
Sir, where
This
we
is
are okay, we are writing the one Apex method.
Apex method. This is Apex method to update
Yeah.
the record.
Okay, yeah, fine.
Yeah,
Good.
this is a method. This here.
Yeah.
This
Sure.
this is a method based on this contact ID. This ID, I am updating the record. So in this lesson, we are using only one email as per your requirement. Only you need to add a field name and update here. But process will same.
Sir, can you scroll up once?
Scroll with this one.
Okay.
This is
So
for get contact.
it is not related to this.
No, I will come. This method calling inside the child component.
Okay.
Okay. This method for the updating purpose. This message for the based on the contact ID, I will display. This is a get contact detail. So this
Okay.
method calling into the child, I will come. So first of all, I complete the parent component JavaScript. So once this is a parent, this is a updated contact data method, and this is a publish. Inside the publish, I pass the data. This one. Once updated record successfully, then I display the message. This is a dispatch event. This is a part of the toast message. This is a part of the cache. So storing the data, if any kind of error occur, I am displaying here. Here I am storing the data, error message data inside this variable. This variable I created in the top here. Now let me jump to the JavaScript part of the child component. This is child component. This is child component JavaScript. So first of all, I copy from this line all of this both of line and paste here. And instead of the publish, only change the subscribe. Subscribe, that means it will receive the data. And this is a get contact. Get contact because based on the contact ID, here I will retrieve the data. So this is a contact data that is created inside the Apex class controller. This one. This method I am retrieving in the child component here. And this is a refresh Apex. This is a module. Once value updated successfully, then it will display the updated value. So here I'm using refresh suffix. Now, similarly, first I use that while decorator so that it retrieve the data of module Lightning Messaging Service. Then this is a connected callback here using because once data passing the when pass the data from parent component to child component, this connected callback automatically execute. And in this connected callback, I am passing this function. This function. In this function, I am passing this subscribe method that I am receiving. So in this function, I am receiving the data. This is subscribe. Process are same. Here also using three type of the parameter. Receiving data coming from here. Send message coming from here. And this is a data that I am receiving. Payload, that means this is your payload that I am passing data. This payload I am passing data. So store the value. Here I created a variable. It is a connected contact data. It is a track variable. In this variable, I am storing data. Okay. So this is a get contact. It is a method. Inside the method, here I am using this is a parameter. If you using checking here, this is a parameter cone ID. Cone ID passing here. This is a parameter and value I am passing payload or contact ID. Here coming from the parent component. This is a payload that I is receiving a contact ID coming from key. This is a key. Key actually hold the current value of the record ID. So this is passing here. Object name dot key name. Then use the then function. Then function inside the then function. Here I am storing the data as a result inside this track variable. And here, once value updated, here I am using, first I check if data exists in this variable. Then inside the if condition, I am using a refresh function. Refresh function that I already importing the module here. So this is also a function. The refresh function here apply, and inside the function I am calling the data that I am storing because this track variable store the value result. So this track variable I am passing inside the refresh so that it will automatically refresh and will update. It will display the updated value in the component, and this is a part of the guide. Now let me go of the component. So there are four type of the fields displaying in the table: first name, last name, email, and phone. And this is a template where I am displaying the dynamically value. So data storing inside this contact data. This is a track variable. So this variable I calling into this template. It will check if this true. Then one by one I am passing the data inside the TD table of data. First name, last name, email, and phone. I refresh, and if you refresh the page, it will display like this. So process are same.
Yes, sir. Understood.
So Vivek and Santosh, today class it is very important how to pass data contact ID based on the contact ID record display on the child component. So we are today it is a very advanced level of the scenario.
Yes, sir.
So got Vivek and Santosh got the function.
Yes, sir.
So now time is feedback. So first of all, I will go with Vivek because hi
Yes, sir.
Vivek, could you please open your camera?
Sure, sir. Hi, sir.
So how was session today? What you learned?
Sir, it was a wonderful session. It was much needed, very much informative and kind of the complexity we are looking for with the real world scenarios. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it was useful. We covered LMS, and in the LMS, we covered the updation of the contact record.
Mm.
So I got the understanding and will
Okay.
implement on
Thank you.
mine. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Now let me go, Santosh.
So thank you, sir.
How was how was
Yeah,
today's session? What you learned?
it was superb, sir. Thank you for explaining one more time.
Mm.
Because of
You joined late, so
yes, sir.
not worry, don't worry. I recorded the session. You can go through.
Yes, sir. So
Yeah.
actually, I learned from the LMS we pass the content ID and update the data and display the data in child component. So it was injected to my mind. So I will definitely work on this, sir, and I will
Yeah.
practice more on this
Okay.
Saturday.
Thank you. So first of all, you need practice. Practice
Yeah,
make you perfect.
yeah.
Okay.
Actually, sir, today what happened morning from 9 a.m. to back calls with that.
Okay.
I have done my lunch. I did my lunch today 5 minutes.
Okay. So
That's
friends,
what.
thank you for joining the session. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Well.